What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Slay Island, and I am back with another NBA 2K21 next gen video. In today's video, we're talking about power forward builds. But before we get into that, make sure you guys go hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and go down, leave a comment. Now, if you watch my channel, you should know I'm primarily a Pro-Am player, so most of my builds are geared towards Pro-Am. Pretty much every build I make is good in Park as well, but these are predominantly Pro-Am builds. So today I'm going to show you guys two different power forward builds. So everyone who's been watching builds on YouTube, you guys have seen all the builds with crazy badge counts. So I'm going to give you one of those builds. I'm going to give you one build with 80 plus badge count, and I'm going to give you another build that I think is even better, because at the end of the day, attributes sometimes are more important than badges. So let's get right into the video. Now, this first power forward build I'm going to show you guys, this is the build that doesn't have much playmaking, but this build we're going to sacrifice some playmaking for better defense. And for Pro-Am, my power forward, there's two things I want them to do. The two most important things I need them to do: great defense out the corner. I need them to drop on big men, play passing lanes, do all of that. And the other thing I need them to do is to be able to consistently shoot from the corner. So while I'm making these builds, I had to keep those two things in mind. So here it is. Obviously, we're going power forward for position. And if you guys don't know by now, power forwards this year get the most badges. So continue. We're going to make this build 6'8", minimum weight, and we're going to go max wingspan. Now, for a power forward build, you're going to be playing the passing lanes in that corner a lot. You're going to have to drop on the center. Having max wingspan is really beneficial for you. Moving on to the attributes. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Now listen closely. We're going to go driving layup up to 93. Driving dunk max to 95. Standing dunk max to 94. And post control up to 40. That's going to give us 23 finishing badges, which is an amazing amount. 23 finishing badges is crazy. Next, we're going shooting. We're going to max our mid-range, obviously max our three-point. We're going to bring this all the way up to 80. That gives us 18 shooting badges. We don't get Hall of Fame deep threes, but we're going to be in the corner, so 81 three-pointers is more than enough. And I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but I've played a lot of rec games, and it seems like you need your free throw a little higher than you did last year. So at 80s, you'll be able to hit consistently, but when you're at the 50s or even the 40s, like, it's really tough to hit your free throws. Okay, playmaking. Like I said, this build is not really going to be a playmaker. This is going to be a build that isn't that great with the ball, but can do everything else at such a high level. So if you're one of those guys who doesn't really need it, you're not really a good dribbler, you're there to play defense, hit your shots, this is the build for you. The next build I'm going to show you guys is going to be one of those power forward builds that ends up getting pro dribble moves and you get crazy badge count. That might be the build for you, so keep watching and stay tuned for that. Pass accuracy, we're going to go to 32. If you don't have something in your pass accuracy, you're not going to be able to throw great passes. My center with 25, I can make it work, but it's not necessarily ideal. Now we're going to go speed with ball up to 50. And now interior defense. I've seen a lot of people not touch their interior defense on power forwards, and it's kind of risky. I think it can work, but having some interior defense, especially from a power forward that's going to be dropping on big men, it does help. So we're going to go 62 interior defense. Now perimeter defense, we're going to go up to 80, and that's going to unlock gold clamps for us. And then stealing, we're going to go to 90. As you can see, we do get Hall of Fame interceptor, which is going to be really beneficial for this build. Block, we're going to go to 95. Offensive rebound 95. Defense rebound 95. That gives us 30 defensive badges. I mean, having a power forward in the corner with 30 defensive badges is amazing. Like I said before, the most important things for your power forward: defense and shooting. 30 defensive badges. You can't ask for anything more than that. Now physicals, gotta max our speed, gotta max our acceleration, and we're gonna max our stamina. And we're gonna bring our strength up 1 to 38, and we're gonna get 95 overall. So there's the badge count: 23, 18, and 30. That gives us 71 badges. Now that's actually a pretty good badge count right there. I know a lot of people are getting 80s, 85 badges, but without touching your playmaking at all, getting 71 badges is really, really good. Now for takeovers. Takeover in this position as a power forward is kind of tough. So your main jobs, like I said, are shooting in the corner and playing defense from the corner. So a lot of the times you're going to play defense is going to be paint defense. So these perimeter badges, I don't know how good they would work for this build. I'm going to shy away from these badges. Rebounding badges, you could go with it. You could go with box out wall. But at the end of the day, you're not the center. You're not going to be the one grabbing the most rebounds. You do have 95 offense and 95 defense, so you will grab a lot of rebounds, but you're still not the center. So what I would look for is probably one of these finishing badges as your primary. I would like finishing moves. It allows you to be more aggressive offensively. And then secondary, I would say either box out wall, or you can go spot up precision, just so you can knock down basically every shot when you get your takeover. So I'm going to go spot up precision. And that completes the build. This build is called a 3-level scorer, and shades of John Collins, Charles Oakley, and Anthony Davis. Now let me show you guys the other build I was talking about. So here we are. Now this is a build with a crazy badge count. We're gonna get 82 badges on this build. Now this build might not be as good as the other one for Pro-Am, but it's a lot more versatile. This build is probably better for park if you're just playing around by yourself. But if you're a Pro-Am team and you have a strict role on offense and defense, the other build is probably better. But for people who are really skilled and want to play outside of their role and have maybe a little bit more fun, this might be the build for you. So once again, we're going power forward. Same height, same weight, same wingspan. I think these are the best if you're playing a power forward role for Pro-Am. These are the best body settings right here. 6'8", min weight, max wingspan. Continue. Now for attributes, we're going to max our driving layup once again, max our driving dunk, max our standing dunk. Bring our post control up to 41. And once again, we're getting 23 finishing badges. And now shooting, we're going to go mid-range max, 3-point max, free throw up to 87. We're going to get even more shooting badges. We're going to get 20 shooting badges on this build. And I just remembered this. So as you guys saw, I didn't touch close shot on either of these builds. So 2K Labs put out a video today pretty much saying close shot doesn't really matter at all. So if you're making a build, I really suggest not putting up close shot. It also allows you to get so many more badges. Now back to playmaking. Like the other build didn't get much playmaking, so this one we're going to go a little different. We're going to be able to move with the ball. We're going to actually be able to get pro dribble moves at 99 overall. So we're going to max our ball handling, max our speed with ball. So as you can see, we get 76 ball handling, and once you get 99 with the +4, it's going to reach 80, which unlocks pro dribble moves. Now pass accuracy, we're going to go up to 56, which is going to give us 11 playmaking badges. At the end of the day, we're a power forward. We don't need that many playmaking badges, so we don't want to raise our pass accuracy so high and drop other stats. I still think 56 is good enough to get by. 11 playmaking badges is more than enough for a power forward, so on to defense. So we're not going to touch interior defense on this build. I know a lot of people are making builds without interior defense, and I think it can work, especially with the high block rating. Me personally, I'd probably want my power forward and Pro-Am to have interior defense, but you can get away without it. So we're going to go perimeter defense up to 80, which unlocks clamps right away. Stealing up to 89. You get Hall of Fame interceptor, Hall of Fame pickpocket, all that. Now block max, rebounds max. Max our speed once again, max our acceleration, max our stamina, and then we're going to bring our vertical up 1. And there we are. Badge count 23, 20, 11, and 28. Once again, close shot is not important. 2K Labs tested it. It doesn't really do anything. And I know we don't have any interior defense, but like I said, with the 95 block rating, high perimeter, high steal, you can definitely make it work. So that's going to complete this build. Now same things for takeover. For this one, we don't get lock at all, but we get shot creator instead. I really wouldn't suggest going shot creator with this build. I would go similar. I would go finishing moves and probably spot up precision or box up wall again. My player build complete, yes. And this build is called a slashing shot creator. I actually like the name of that build a lot better. Chris Webber, Anthony Davis, and John Collins. Now let me guys know down below what you guys think of these builds. I'm telling you, I've done a lot of labbing on builds. I know I've said that a lot, but I've been labbing builds all day long, and I think these are the 2 best power forward builds you can make. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the likes. I appreciate all the comments. I try to read every single comment, and I thank you guys so much. But that about wraps up this video. So until next time, I'm out.